Hi, Pastor Charlie here for New Hope Lutheran Church with another edition of Pastor Charlie's Toolbox. So, it has been cold. I want to talk about baptism today because our lesson is about John the Baptist, the one referred to here in Mark 1, verses 1 to 8. And he's referred to as a voice in the wilderness. And he baptized people. Now, according to Lutheran tradition, what is needed for baptism is a person to be baptized. You need water and you need the Word of God. Generally that person is a baby. And as a pastor, I simply represent the Word of God. And here in this bowl I brought out earlier is the water. So, for a baptism, the water is poured out. Yeah, it's a little bit frozen. I need to turn it back into water. You know, I happen to have here my vise, and a vise is a very powerful tool. It just clamps things together, but very powerfully. There's a screw in here that when you turn the handle around and around, it backs the jaw up, and when you turn it the other way, it brings it together and just grabs onto stuff and oh yeah, that's starting to hurt. My finger won't come out. It hangs on really well. Anyway, it'll crush things. So I'm now thinking maybe I'll break down the ice. That's what I'll do. We'll break it down into something smaller and get water. We'll just squeeze the water out of it. So, okay, all I'm going to get with this are big pieces, so that's not going to work as well as I'd hoped. But maybe we can break it down. Oh man, that's cold. There we go. We've still got crushed ice. I don't think crushed ice is really acceptable for a baby's very fine skin. What we need to do is warm it up. We need to warm it, and I've got just the tool for that. What we have here is a heat gun, and it's kind of like a hair dryer. It just blows, yeah, warm air, that is, whoa, yeah. Anyway, so that's nice, especially today. So it blows this warm air, and it comes with attachments. The first one, you just stick them on the end, and the first one kind of funnels the air down, so you're getting a more concentrated flow of air coming out of it, which might work some. But then we've got one to push air downwards. It just shoves it down so the air comes out not here or here, but just down here. Oh yeah, oh, we get the nose. Oh, that's good for the nose. And then we've got, I think the best one to use is this one, which shoves the air out, but in just a nice thin wide stream. And we can use that to melt the ice and turn it back into water. So that could work. That could actually work. You know, all of this makes me think that heat, when we apply heat, it's kind of like the love of God reaching into our lives. So often, with the way some people treat each other, the world can be a pretty cold place. And so our job as Christians is to warm it up, to put a little heat into the cold earth, not by hammering or crushing things, but rather by warming it gently, kindly. And so we can warm this earth with acts of love and kindness. We can warm the world by calling out for justice for those who don't have safe drinking water, those who have lost their homes for whatever reason, the poor, the hungry. Right now, we're in the season of Advent, which it's a time of waiting. But waiting doesn't mean we just sit around waiting for something to happen. It's also a time of preparation, of getting things done ahead of time so that we're ready for whatever we're waiting for. You know, John the Baptist asked people to prepare themselves by repenting, by dedicating their whole lives to God. And baptism was how they marked that change in a meaningful way, because it signifies a washing away of all that is cold and hard within us, and embracing the warmth and light of God's love. In this time, may you prepare yourself and others for God's warmth and love as well.